Ooh-wee. Howdy everybody out there in YouTube land. This is Amateur Artist Mark D channel once again from Man Land. And if I happen to look a little worse for the wear here, it's because, yeah, I'm a little worse for the wear right now. Hey, it's a Sunday. And finally some nice weather. Cars are going up and down the road because they're enjoying the Sunday drives. We've had some good cold weather here the past couple of weeks or so. But today it turned off to be like, kind of like in the 60s. So, yeah, out here enjoying it. Been out here most of the day. Playing around with my little hobo stove, some flint and steel, making some char cloth, and trying this, that, and the other, some charred punk wood, just playing around. And I got out here and I actually did some cooking. I took some water, a beef bouillon cube, and a chicken bouillon cube, put in about 1.5 cups of water there on my little Stanley Adventure Camp cook pot, and had myself a nice little broth. Then I got out here and did some more tinkering around, playing with some lanterns and such, and then I got hungry. And I said, well, daggum, I don't have to actually cook, because Wee did a daggum good cooking. Let me show you what she came up with yesterday. This is what we ate last night. Stanley Adventure. Yes, it is. Improvised lid. This is the original that I started out with here on my YouTube channel. Yeah, got that nice patina. But I did clean it up on the inside there because it was looking kind of gnarly. I've been using this thing to dry bait with. Take a look inside there. Oh man, ain't that pretty and gunky. Yeah, what is that stuff? Well, that right there's a beef bouillon cube. That there's a chicken beef bouillon cube. Now the rest of it, oh, we had some deer roast last night. Not only deer roast, we had some pork roast as well. Well, I call it pork roast. It's actually pork steaks. And we laid the top of the pork steak on top of that nice deer roast. Ooh, she did a good cooking there inside the house on the oven. Some carrots and potatoes and all some seasonings and everything. Yes, sirree, man. Oh, but it's leftovers in the refrigerator, so I decided I'm going to warm it up. So I added me some extra water in there because I want it kind of, I got to make it a little bit soupy because I'm going to have to add my cornbread to it. Yeah, we cooked cornbread in there last night. So as this thing is heating up and cooking up, them beef and chicken bouillon cubes are going to sit there and add that little extra to the, to the water, because I had to add water to it. But anyway, let me get my fire started. Yeah, the weapons of choice here, well, it's kind of sparse. We got the old flint and steel set up there, which I've been playing a lot with, along with some charred punk wood there. And got the strike anywhere matches. It's getting hard to find them things, but I found a good supply. Not too far from him. Of course, the ferro rod right there. That's always a good giving. And when you're lazy and you just want a quick fire, well, the Bic lighter is always the quick go-to. Yeah. So I'm not really sure which one I'm going to use today. I think I might as well go with, well, why not? Let's just do the flint and steel. That's always a little challenge. Actually, for me, it's a lot of a challenge, but hey, I love a challenge. But before I get into the actual lighting of the fire, I got to show you my hobo stove here. This is the one that I started with way back in the day when I started my channel here on YouTube. The old IKEA utensil drying thing, stainless steel container. You've seen this a lot on YouTube, and you've seen several different versions of them. And normally I would take tent stakes to set my pot up, but I'm going to try out these what appear to be lag boats. They're not really lag boats. I'll tell you what these are. These come out of the back of a commercial front-end loader washing machine. Yeah, these are going through the back of the unit to keep the drum from turning. And when we install these things, we have to take all these out. There's about 5 or 6 of them we got to take out. And so they're basically junk. Because once you take them out and get it, get the thing installed in somebody's house, you're supposed to keep these things, so if you ever have to transport the thing again, you need to lock it back down. Well, nobody does that. I mean, 6 or 7 years later, when they finally decide that they're going to get rid of it and somebody else is going to use it, nobody even knew where they put these things. So I brought these home from the job to use my hobo stove. The reason why, I'll show you right quick. Let me go here from the side. They happen to fit these holes in the IKEA just right. If I get this lined up correctly, let's see. Yeah, let's go through this way. See, the idea is that it grabs the can. An actual tent stake will slide through, and that's a good thing because it's easy to go in, easy to pull out. That's cool. But if for some reason, and I'm going in the number 2 section from the top, I'm going straight across. to the other side. And thread it through there. So now, a tent stake would just fall out. Now I like the idea of a tent stake coming out easy because this thing, once it's hot, and these bolts here, after trial and error, they take a long time to cool down. The stainless steel IKEA don't take no time at all, but these bolts right here, yeah, they take some time to cool down. So I'm gonna go ahead and get them in place here first, and it takes two. Got my Stanley Adventure Camp cook pot. Oop, went too far. Don't matter, don't fall out, but I went too far. I want to lock it in place. Stanley sits right in there on top perfectly. And that's your pot stand. Fire underneath, this is your burn. The little laggy boat looking things, that's your pot stand. This is what we're going to be using to cook in. We're going to use it as a twig stove because I'm not actually cooking. Well, I am kind of cooking. I got to get hot enough to, you know, work up them beef bouillon cubes, and they're the bouillon cubes. Yeah, got to heat them up because it's going to make it so much better. Matter of fact, I didn't add the black pepper. Dadgummit. But anyway, let me get the fire started. I'm throwing some there's a bark. Right there. Can you see that on camera? I hope you can. Man, it's hard to show this stuff in that sunlight. I'm gonna go ahead and let it do its thing, but to transfer the fire from here to over there, I charred up some cotton pads. These are them daggum, you know, round cotton pads you put makeup on or take makeup off, and I was playing around with these earlier today. I'm gonna have a little fun here. And take it, roll this piece here up. Get that down there. I mean, I could with my knife, and see it's lit up pretty good. I could with my knife and just take it, but don't like using up my char cloth. Or I mean my charred punt wood, excuse me. This stuff right here I can get pretty much easily. And while I'm sitting here talking, well, dadgummit, I gotta get this thing going on. I'll be here. Here, rock, hold that, rock. Oh, now that right there's lit. Dadgummit. See, I touched it. I ain't set up for the next shot. Alright, we're going to see if this right here lights up. See if the wind actually, well, the wind's done died down again. That ain't that something. May have to actually do the blow job. It worked good earlier today with a good bit of wind in there. But you know, being that the IKEA is actually acting as a windbreak, that's kind of a downside. But and them cotton pads, they don't last long. They're not compressed. I'm just wondering if it's going to do it. There it goes, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, all right. Kind of had my word there for a minute. So while they're doing this thing, we're going to take the Stanley and set it there on them little lag bolts, the pot stand. And we're going to keep feeding sticks in here. See, the Stanley and everything's set up nice. You can stick sticks down the sides or feed it through the front, however you want to do it. There we go. Yeah. Nice. But the important thing is, it's going to work better if you have an actual flame. So you got to keep feeding it. As these burn up, a little bit thicker sticks right there. Keep them pushed in there. Keep feeding some down the side. Like I say, this ain't no campfire. This is a twig stove. You take them and just feed them down the side if you want to. Kind of keep that flame going there a good bit. And it kept, you know, it builds up them coals down inside that little stove there. Deer meat, baby. Deer meat and some pork steaks, carrots and potatoes. Them bouillon cubes in there, but it ain't heated up enough to actually do anything with them cubes yet. So we're gonna let that. Look at the fat. Look at the fat and that daggone pork right there. Oh man, you talk about good. It was good last night, and it was fresh. But this thing here has been refrigerating. I went inside, got me a little piece of cornbread. Yeah, I'm gonna take it and mush it up in there once I get everything just right. But see what I'm talking about? You're sitting here and you're shooting the video, and I'm gonna let my sticks burn out. So I gotta stoke this thing back up. She's sitting there rocking. That pot is a dancing. Let there be no doubts about it. Oh man, that is a happy pot right there. Yeah, I think she's ready. Cornbread. Yeah, I like to crumple it up. And yeah. Cornbread and some deer meat. Cornbread and some deer meat. Gotta add some black pepper too. Gotta have some black pepper in there, baby. Just a little bit, not a lot. Now, she'd already put black pepper in it when she cooked it, but I like to add a little more. Oh man, that is so. I gotta add some more cornbread. I'll be right back. Yeah, I took care of that extra cornbread. I sure did. I got her in there good. The hardest part on this is letting this cool down so I can chow down. Man, it is hot. Cornbread and deer meat. A little piece of potato, carrot. She had some onions in there too, but they kind of like disintegrated. They cooked. They went away, but the flavor of them is still in there. I ain't got but one thing to say. Ow! I feel good. Had some cornbread and some deer meat. Yeah, baby. Well, that's all I got to say right there. I'm gonna sit here and actually chow down for a change. It's starting to get cool to that right temperature. Yeah, but deer meat, man. Deer meat, little pork. Yeah, a lot of good veggies in there. Weeby did an excellent job on this. And hey, she actually put the mixings together for the cornbread. I cooked it, of course, but I can't sit there and take credit for the ingredients. I can't. There was actually onions in here too, but they kind of disintegrated when she was doing the cooking. The flavor on that deer meat. Oh man, that is fabulous. So anyway, I appreciate y'all coming by here and checking out this channel, even though it didn't make no sense to you. It never does to me either. So until next time, this is Amateur Artist Mark D channel once again from Man Lane, wishing you and y'all a very happy YouTube experience out there. And remember this. Deer meat. It is the meat of choice. Period. Here at Manland. Ha, ha, ha.